Presented by KFC.
At E3 this year, we showed that at the beginning of the game, Sam is looking for the killer of his daughter. And at the end of what we showed, Sam gets captured and brought back to Washington, D.C. So our TGS demo is actually a much later part in the game, where while leading that investigation, Sam learns that there's a conspiracy against the U.S. government, and there's a plan to blow up EMP bombs in Washington, D.C. So the map we're showing off right now at TGS is about Sam wanting to disarm one of those bombs. Splinter Cell Conviction is really about changing the way we're designing for stealth games. We want to make stealth something that's a lot sexier than before, faster, more fluid, more dynamic. And I think what's interesting is that we are building on the building blocks of the franchise, right? We're still a stealth game. We're still, with Sam, we're still tactical. We still have the gadgets. We're just approaching it a bit differently to make the game like I said, a bit quicker, a bit more fast-paced, but also to put the player really in the shoes of Sam Fisher, right? He is the best in the world, and we want the player to feel that. We want the player to be able to move fast, to be tactical, to really, think about his tactics, and when he's ready, to really, jump out of the shadows and execute his plan. I think there's two main gameplay features that are really interesting and that support what we're doing. The first one is the mark and execute, right? The ability for Sam, when he's stealth, to look at his environment and to mark his enemies or mark traps or mark lights. And then when he's ready, you get into position, he gets the timing right, and then boom, mark and execute, you shoot down the guys, the traps, and you're super fast, you're super lethal. The second feature is the last known position. And that's really about, to me, it's a variation on knocking on a wall or the whistle, right? Except for the action. So when the action starts, the enemy starts shooting at you, and then you can run away, you break the line of sight, and as soon as you do that, we display the silhouette of Sam. And as soon as that's there, it tells you, okay, good job, you've disappeared, the enemies don't know where you are, but also it tells you where they're going to be focusing, where they're going to be looking for you. So you can use that to flank them, to go around, to get them from behind. I think the most interesting thing with Conviction is that you're gonna feel like Sam Fisher. You're gonna feel badass. You're gonna feel like you're the best stealth agent in the world. You're not gonna feel like a grandmother forced to be slow and stuff. You're gonna feel like a panther, and that's what Conviction is about. Yes, there is a plan for multiplayer, but we're not talking about it right now. So we're gonna be announcing the details of our multiplayer very soon. I think the number one question we got at E3 was, is Sam going to get his goggles back? And then the answer is yes. We're showing it at TGS today. We're showing that we're calling them the sonar goggles, and they give the player the ability to see the enemies through the walls and to mark the enemies through the walls. The other gadget we're showing at TGS is the sticky camera. So it's one of the fan favorites, obviously, and it's coming back. You throw it wherever you want. It sticks to the walls, the ceilings, and then you switch to the camera view, and then you can see your environment. And what's cool is that, because of our mark and execute, you can now mark the enemies using the camera. You can also make some noise, attract the AI, and when the AI comes close, you can blow it up. Conviction is coming out February 23rd, exclusively on Xbox 360 and PC.